Okay, Michael Carrick's Manchester United is getting scarier by the day. If you don't believe it, take a closer look at this. For years, Manchester United lived in the shadows of who they once were. False dawns, broken promises, nights that hurt more than defeats ever should. So now, one question hangs in the silence. Is this redemption? After all the pain, is this the season Manchester United finally become what they were meant to be? Not just a team, a presence, a force, the kind that steps onto the pitch and makes opponents feel it before the first whistle. That cold thought creeping in, how do we survive this? There is a feeling around Manchester United right now. It isn't joy, it isn't celebration, it's something deeper, quieter, a calm confidence, earned, not announced. Michael Carrick's Manchester United tore through Manchester City.
There was no, as soon as they won the ball, it didn't matter where the ball was won, there was no restraint. Go forward, and we saw that in the first goal.
3 on 2 here, 4 on 2 as Forgu joins in. Bruno Fernandes, Stretford End Derby Day! Old Trafford, as you may remember it. What a noise!
They walked into the Emirates and overcame Mikel Arteta's Arsenal.
Manchester United, this is Matthias Cunha! That's a superb strike, and Manchester United have turned it around again!
They returned home to Old Trafford and defeated Fulham.
Something I've seen for a very, very long time in Manchester United, but that is what Manchester United historically always has been able to do.
3 wins in a row, and yet no noise, no chest beating, no talk of eras or revolutions, just control, because everyone can feel it. This isn't chaos football, this isn't emotion running wild, this isn't a caretaker bounce. This is something far more unsettling. Michael Carrick didn't make Manchester United louder, he made them quieter. He brought back balance, and with it, fear. Not long ago, Old Trafford felt different. Teams arrived without fear, without hesitation. They came believing, and they left with points. The Theatre of Dreams became just another stadium, but that feeling is gone. Now teams arrive, careful, scared, measured, nervous, because the fear has returned. And make no mistake, this is not the past resurrected. This is not nostalgia football. This is not chasing Sir Alex Ferguson's shadow. This is something new. A Manchester United that attacks without apology, that entertains without recklessness, that plays on the front foot with intent. Fearless card, but never frantic. And suddenly, Old Trafford breathes again. Every interim manager hears the same story. New manager, new chaos, a rush of emotion, a brief rise. Then the fall.
It become irresistible that Michael Carrick has to become a really strong part of this conversation about United's future.
I think if United win every game from now till the end of the season, I still wouldn't be giving him the job.
Why?
I just think they need something, a bigger, more experienced manager. Simple as that. Carrick could win every game. Timing coming into the job was fantastic for him, and he said he's enjoying it. You enjoy management when you're winning football matches, of course. But I think the size of the club and the challenges they face over the next few years, because really, I know I've heard Jamie Carragher mentioned the last few weeks, you want a manager you feel will come in and get Man United winning league titles. Are we all going to sit here and believe Michael Carrick can get United winning league titles?
But this doesn't look like a bounce. A bounce doesn't slow the game. A bounce doesn't build structure. A bounce doesn't remove fear. Against Manchester City, United didn't survive, they dictated. Against Arsenal, they didn't cling on, they controlled space. Against Fulham, they didn't chase, they waited. That isn't emotion, that is belief, built on organisation. Carrick's United don't play faster. They play clearer. Correct positioning, correct tempo, correct decisions. This team isn't running on adrenaline, it's running on understanding, and there was no easy beginning. A Manchester derby, Pep Guardiola, the most refined system in modern football. Carrick didn't retreat, he didn't gamble. He took away City's rhythm. Pressing was measured, not desperate. Passing lanes were shut, not players hunted. Manchester City were pushed wide, then backward, then into frustration. Manchester United didn't defeat City with noise. They defeated them with silence, with control, with restraint. And that is the most frightening thing of all. Every time Manchester City tried to accelerate, Manchester United slowed the game down. That isn't bravery, that is confidence. And in that moment, the bounce narrative collapsed. If the win over City was intelligence, then the performance against Arsenal was belief. The Emirates doesn't beat you with moments. It beats you with waves. Momentum, territory, pressure. This is where interim teams break. But Michael Carrick and his Manchester United didn't flinch. They didn't match Arsenal's intensity, they neutralized it. Possession wasn't about domination, it was about denial. United slowed the tempo when the crowd demanded speed. They suffered, correctly. No panic clearances, no emotional collapse. Silence. Mikel Arteta was beaten at home. A title contender stunned. This wasn't luck, this was control, under pressure. Then came the game everyone waits for. The trap game. The low block opponent. The test where Manchester United usually fail. Marco Silva's Fulham. This is where past projects collapsed. But Michael Carrick adjusted again. Same patience, same discipline, same structure. The substitutions weren't defensive, they were aggressive.
Down the right-hand side, Cunha taking on O'Reilly, looks to get the cross in. Dorgu, 2-0! Oh, Mateus Cunha, it's fantastic! He works his socks off, he drills a brilliant cross in.
Made to win, not to protect.
Chance here for Cunha! Mateus Cunha has fired home for Manchester United!
The stadium roared like a trophy night, because this win confirmed the truth. This team doesn't rise for occasions, it operates within a framework. Look at the squad selection. Different solutions for different opponents. Manchester City, Arsenal, Fulham. Each challenge demanded intelligence, each one received it. Two-touch football, short passing, open play, fearless confidence. Take a look at Bruno, look at Kobbie Mainoo. Not just good, but elite. Positioned correctly, trusted fully, empowered, not restricted. This is pure coaching. And this is where everything changes, not inside Old Trafford, but outside it. Opposition managers stop talking about themselves. They start talking about Carrick's Manchester United. Press conferences change. Phrases appear. They're very organised. They control games. They're difficult to play against. That's football language. That's fear. Teams don't come to Old Trafford to express themselves anymore. They come to survive. Midfields drop deeper. Fullbacks hesitate. Wingers track back instead of attacking, because Carrick's United punish mistakes. Quietly, no chaos, no warning, just control. And then the goal. And once the league senses that level of control, preparation changes. That's when fear becomes real. Listen carefully. The loudest voices have softened. No more jokes, no more dismissal. The same pundits who said, he's only interim. He doesn't have a CV. He can't win trophies.
You want a manager you feel will come in and get Man United winning league titles? Are we all going to sit here and believe Michael Carrick can get United winning league titles?
So I think it's right that Michael Carrick, to be fair, keeps the job to the end of the season, hands the baton over to a Thomas Tuchel, a Carlo Ancelotti, someone of that world-class still. That's what his job is now.
Now say nothing, because this Manchester United offers no angles, no drama to exaggerate, no collapse to predict, just structure. And that makes people uncomfortable, because chaos feeds narratives. Michael Carrick removed it, and when results match control, narratives die, silence follows. Michael Carrick never sold himself as a player, and isn't doing that as a manager either, but every great control team has a conductor. Carrick was that player. Now he is that coach. He doesn't chase dominance, he engineers it. And that is dangerous at Manchester United, because once control becomes a habit, expectation follows.
Producing. But as we know, you win 1-2 games for Man United, fantastic. Particularly to beat City and to come to Arsenal but I felt United would get a result today. I was thinking maybe more of a draw, but I always felt United would turn up, and they've got enough quality players. They get that, they've got momentum now into their season, and all of a sudden you're looking at United and you're thinking, great chance of top 4. 1 or 2 months ago you're saying, no, I don't think they'll do it. But now if they play with that confidence and belief, then you give the manager credit, you give his staff credit, and the players are turning up. Simple as that.
Manchester United aren't fixed, but they are no longer chaotic. They are calm, structured, patient, and that should worry everyone in the Premier League, because confidence built on emotion fades. Confidence built on control grows. The search continues. Big names, maybe for safety, maybe for image, maybe for power. But one question remains. If Carrick has restored United's DNA, if fear is back, if the football is electric, why can't he be permanent? So ask yourself, is this just a moment, or the beginning of something real? And if Michael Carrick keeps winning, how long can Manchester United keep calling him interim? Why not trust him with the full-time job? Share your thoughts in the comments section.